There's a huge story over here unfolding, a whole circle of circumstances that have arrived at Life is Good participating in the 2022 renewal of the Dubai World Cup. Perhaps you can tell us a little bit about the China Horse Club and how this whole thing came to fruition.
Andrew, it does feel like coming full circle being back in Dubai now. It is a little known story that the inspiration, when you trace back for the creation of the China Horse Club, really was His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed, or His Highness Sheikh Mohammed I should say, and his inspiration to build a track that would take horse racing into the new millennium. Our boss, our founder and our chairman, T.O.R. King, is the architect and master planner who designed the racetrack and the grandstand. So the team that I work with, the team that we helped start the China Horse Club, built this very facility, and it was during the process of trying to understand the needs of the horsemen, owners, the animals themselves, that T.O.R. King fell in love with thoroughbred racing. And that was the genesis of starting a new club that became China Horse Club. And here we are from one year of the Tiger to this year of the Tiger, now in the feature race. So it feels very, very important to us to have been on this journey. And it means a great deal to us to have a horse of this calibre to be able to compete in the Dubai World Cup, considering the history that's there. And also with regard to the China Horse Club, you know, it's our intention to try and go racing to the world, and it's certainly something that we've been proactive with in Australia, the US, through Europe, Singapore as well. We've raced in South Africa, raced in Canada, raced in China, of course. So to come here again to Dubai is very important to us. This isn't our first time here, but this is probably the most significant horse that we've ever brought here.
From the outset, were you involved in Life is Good, or is it a process where you got involved once you saw that there was potential on the horizon?
WINSTAR and China Horse Club have been long-term partners. We've shared some wonderful, wonderful journeys. Hopefully Dubai is an extension of that, but no, we've been involved with this horse from the get-go. So this horse was part of the program that we had, chasing elite yearlings, elite colts, just like it was with Justify and Audible and Yoshida and others. So this is one of those horses there that's risen to the top.
And would it be fair to say that if you look at the geographical proximity of Dubai, that this has to be the Olympics of horse racing, when you consider that there are far and wide jurisdictions that don't necessarily attract this mix of horses?
Look, I think that's a fair assertion, certainly so. I mean, in the short time that it has built up to another level here since Maidan has come to fruition, I think what you do see is that this is a melting pot. This is clearly a hub where the racing world descends together. We do have a few occasions. We have obviously the Breeders' Cup, you have Royal Ascot, you have Hong Kong, of course, but there probably is nothing like Dubai. They've done a phenomenal job in building that reputation, in being able to draw people here and creating that atmosphere, that need to be here, that need to participate and to try and win. It's aspirational.
From a point of view of passion, I can see that this is not just something that you've come along for the ride. This is something that burns and courses through your veins. Is that the truth?
Absolutely. I mean, I grew up in Australia, in Sydney, Australia, not in a racing family. I grew up passionate about the horses and kind of it kept instilling and taught myself about things. Would have catalogues sent over. I used to hound guys at Keeneland and places like that, send in the catalogues, try and just learn and absorb information, and bit by bit you go on a journey. And I used to be in the media once upon a time in Australia and have fulfilled many different roles here before Mr. Tio reached out to me to say, I want to start a club, I want to start the China Horse Club. And we went on a journey there that began in late 2012. We had our first runner in 2013, which fortuitously enough was a winner in country Victoria, and it has built to where we are now, where we've won more than 700 races around the world. We've been fortunate enough to have won 42 Group or Grade 1s, and here we are in Dubai in a race that really has resonance for us. So it's been an amazing year so far, but this would be hard to top should we be lucky enough to join the winner's honour.
And I think above all, with Todd Pletcher having been inducted into the Hall of Fame, this is the one part of his resume that would just make it really complete.
There's very little Todd hasn't done, and with good reason. He's an exceptional individual. He runs a phenomenal shop, and he does things very well. We've been fortunate to have some wonderful success with him. This horse has an X factor. I think you see when he's on the track, he owns the track. He's the main man in town. So we've given Todd further firepower here with WINSTAR. and he's done an amazing job. It's not easy to take over the training of a horse like this. No one's not going to put their hand up to take over a horse like Life Is Good, but it comes with real pressure and expectation because Bob Baffert had done a phenomenal job in his own right. So to do that and to keep this horse moving, to elevate him again there, we saw with the Pegasus World Cup early this year, obviously off the back of the Breeders' Cup here, is something else. So Todd is a gift to the sport. He's an exceptional individual, a wonderful man, and he deserves every accolade that's certainly given to him.